Oh shit, the phone's ringing. Do I have to answer it? I'm not gonna answer it. Why is this so awkward? Ugh. Hey guys, it's me, Rain. As per usual, who else would it be? Anyways, I'm back, and guess what I'm here to do? Finally. And no, it's not K-pop related. It's book related. Woohoo! Finally, after how long since the last book makeup video? It's been quite some time. I'm still not done with the book, but I figured, you know what? It's been quite some time. I'm going to actually do a look based off the book as best as I can. Of course, it's only going to be from the cover since I am not finished, but I'm going to try my best to figure something out. I will be talking about the book a little bit during the video, not much obviously because I haven't finished, but I will talk, you know, what I like so far, what I dislike so far, my thoughts on it so far. I will talk a little bit about the show as well because I have been watching that, and yeah. This is only going to be a look video though. I'm going to save an actual review of the book for another time. That'll be a separate video once I'm actually finished with the book. So if you want to see what I come up with, whether it be good or bad, we'll see how it goes. Stay tuned. So I brought you in just a little bit closer, not too much, because I'm going to try and do it to where it's both eyes instead of just focusing on one eye, just because I tend to go in and out of the view every time I do that, so I'm going to try and stick to just this. As you can see, I've already put my base on, I've done my eyebrows, I've done my bake, and I think I did it a little too long because now you can see kind of like where it was laying, but shit happens. But of course I'm going to put everything else on my face as per usual, so you'll see it all come together. However, this is mainly just going to be an eye look, so I'm not going to focus on actually, you know, doing a tutorial for the rest of the face. This is mainly just a tutorial for the eyes. Let's get into it. I was partly inspired by Nika Tutorial's latest video, her specific eye look where she did the cut crease, but she didn't fill in the cut crease part with, you know, anything extravagant. I know she was inspired by Manny MUA, so shout out to them because that look was fantastic. It's not going to be exactly the way she did, like bold colors everywhere. It's just I'm mainly taking inspiration from the cut crease part. Like I said, I am focusing on the cover of the book, so it's going to be a very red look, and yeah, we'll see how it actually turns out. Into it. So first I'm going to take my Tarte Shape Tape and just put that as a base on my eyes, which I haven't done yet. I guess I could have done that off camera before when I was putting my base on, but oh well. I'm just stippling that on, and then I'm using my fingers to pat that on instead of a brush or a beauty blender, just because I feel like it helps with the tackiness if I do this. Okay, first I am taking my Juvia's Place, the Magic Palette, and taking Koji, which is this red right here, and putting that directly in the crease with my blending crease brush from Sephora. I'm gonna bring you in just a little bit closer. There you go. And I'm just stamping that on directly in the crease just to get the best color payoff first and foremost before I start blending it out. I absolutely love Juvia's Place. Point blank, I just love Juvia's Place's eyeshadows. Because I feel like they just have the best color payoff. They don't have a lot of fallout on the face. They have a little bit of kickback in the pan, but not much. And they look so good. I want to get some more palettes because the only one I have by them is this one. As far as the book goes, I actually started the show before I started reading the book. So I kind of have like an idea of what things look like, what things what the people look like, things like that, based off what the writers for the show took from it. And to be quite honest, so far they did a really good job of kind of showcasing what they thought of the book. They did a good job of, you know, having certain things like word for word, just certain situations. And the I can't remember the actress's name who plays the main, I think it's Elizabeth Moss, I want to say that's her name. She is perfect for the main role. That's all I have to say. Like, she is who I had in my head as I'm reading. Like, even regardless of the fact that I watched the show first, she's who I have pictured in my head. And, you know, all the characters that we know from the show that are from the book, I see them in that role regardless of the fact that I've seen the show. It's really interesting how well they've captured the essence of the book so far, at least from what I've read so far, because it's quite a daunting topic, I guess. Quite a daunting way to look at the world and what could become of it. And I think it's kind of scary. Not kind of, just really scary. But the writing is phenomenal. I love the way that Margaret Atwood writes. And it's very, or that's not relatable. Okay, her writing is very relatable given the topic that she's talking about, because of course not everyone is going to go through something like that if, God forbid, something were to happen like that. And she has a way of you being able to connect with the main character regardless of the situation, and I think that's really hard to achieve in something like this, in a setting like this, and I think she does a really good job. I'm gonna go back into the palette and use Kessie, which is this like sand colored pigment right here, and just blend out the edges more. I'm gonna go back in with the same red on this regular packing brush that's also from Sephora, just to deepen up the crease just a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna go in and cut the crease now. I'm gonna do a full cut crease for this, kind of just following the line of how I have it done. And I'm going to be using my concealer brush. Pretty thick this way, but it is very thin once you put concealer on it and you pack it down. I'm starving! I woke up early to do a K-pop video with my sister and I didn't eat breakfast, and I just went straight into doing this, which I shouldn't have done because now I'm fucking hungry. Ugh. I am going to bring you all the way in for this just so you can see better. Okay, that's as far as it'll go. It's actually pretty funny that I decided to do a cut crease just because in everyday looks, cut creases aren't my favorite thing to do. Just because they take a lot of time, they don't always look good, things like that. And it's definitely something that you have to be like in the mood to do. But for the sake of this look, because I think it will fit the idea I'm going for the best, we're gonna do it. I'm gonna do it one eye at a time just because I want this to remain kind of tacky and wet so I can put the stuff on directly. That's the cut crease. Obviously this is just on one eye. I'm gonna do the other eye off camera, or the other cut crease off camera. But I am gonna go back in with that sand color from the Juvia's Place palette, Kessie. And just set that real quick using the, oh my god, wow, you can see where my powder was. No thanks. Maybe I should stop setting my face because it doesn't want to work. I'm gonna go back in with some of that red right above it because it got like gross and tacky up there. I'm gonna go ahead and do the other cut crease off camera just because it might take a while and I don't want you to have to sit through that shit again. So I'll be back. Now it's time for the fun part. Liner. From the front cover, I'm going to be doing the black section. Especially in the show, but in the novel, the main character is just incredibly brave, incredibly ass-kicking, and she, like, especially given the situation, like, she does what she has to given the situation, but she is one of the probably the bravest characters I've ever read or seen in a show. That is probably the sharpest wing I have ever done without tape. Hello, how? Anyways, I'm gonna go back in with the Juvia's Place palette and use that same red from up there on the outer corner. And then I'm gonna go in with the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory palette and use Augustus Gloop, which is this brown color in the corner. Not even brown, more of a tan sand color. It's a little bit more pigmented than the one in the Juvia's Place palette, so it'll actually show up on the waterline, or on the bottom lash line. Which is what I want. So I'm gonna do the whole thing in red, and then I'm gonna smoke it out with that that sand color from the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory palette. Like I said, I'm just smoking it out with that Augustus Gloop color. I just love that name. I'm not going to do an inner eye shimmer. I want the eye look to stay kind of muted anyways, just because there isn't a lot of extravagancy in the show or in the book, so I didn't want it to be too over the top. Because I had planned to do a small line of shimmer right there, but for the sake of the novel, for the sake of the look that I'm going for, I'm not going to do that. However, I am going to attempt and hopefully fucking pass putting fake lashes on my eyes, because every time I try, it's like, no, I don't want you to work. Well, bitch, I'm gonna make you work. And by I mean the lashes. And these are the House of Lashes Cecil lashes that I got from Sephora, and of course the House of lash glue that smells bloody fantastic. It's so good. But first I'm going to just put on my Clinique High Impact Mascara, which I love using. It's like a go-to even when I don't wear lashes, just because it doesn't clump, it performs really well, it looks really good all around. So I do hope the lashes work though, because I hate not wearing lashes with a winged liner, just because you can't really see my own lashes when I wear a winged liner. Please work, please work. And that's the look. I can't believe I finally got lashes to work. I'm very happy about that. I used this Maybelline Pink and Proper just a little bit, and then I used NYX Mega Shine lip gloss over top of it, just to give it some kind of dimension on the lips, but I didn't want to go overboard with the lips. And then I used my Tarte Pro Glow for a little bit of contour. I don't know if you can tell in the camera because the lighting just changed all of a sudden, and a little bit of highlight, which you can barely tell, but I used it on the nose a little bit. But it does look a little pink on the eyes, but it is red. I trust me. Yes, I trust me, but trust me. I think I did a good job on this kind of look. By the way, these lashes are literally poking me on this side of my face because I put them over a little bit too far. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this sort of tutorial. I always start out as a tutorial and then I get like really into what I'm doing and I forget to talk. So I apologize for that. Hope you enjoyed my little tiny like foray into talking about the book, because I didn't want to talk too much about the book since I am going to make a separate review video specifically about the book. But it's probably one of my favorite books of the year so far that I've been reading. I know it didn't come out this year, but I think it's just it's something that is very scary, but I think we all kind of need to read it, you know, just to kind of reevaluate our own life. I think it's definitely a must read. I like it so much so far. I can't wait to finish it and give you guys my final verdict and my final thoughts on everything and how I think it ties in well with the show. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please like and subscribe, and I will put down everything that I used in the description below, even the stuff that I didn't put on camera, and I will put a link to all my social media and my Goodreads. Everything will be down in the description below. And yeah, I will see you guys for the next one. Bye!